Every morning is a new beginning, a chance to do what's right for your body, your mind, and for a long, healthy life. But after age 70, even a few small morning habits can become a silent trap, quietly undermining your health without you even realizing it. The sad truth is, many older adults still believe they're starting their day the right way, when in fact, they may be unknowingly putting themselves at risk. From drinking coffee on an empty stomach, showering too early with cold water, skipping breakfast, to standing up too quickly after waking. These seemingly harmless actions can lead to high blood pressure, dizziness, loss of balance, or even stroke. No one wants to start the day with danger, especially when just a few small changes, like having a light snack before coffee, letting your feet touch the ground before getting up, or simply spending 5 quiet minutes before doing anything, can help protect your heart, your brain, and your safety. Let today's podcast be a gentle yet powerful reminder. Age doesn't make you weaker. Only the wrong habits can do that, and you have the full power to change them, starting tomorrow morning. 1. Getting out of bed too quickly. There is one seemingly harmless habit that poses a major risk for people over the age of 70, getting out of bed too quickly. When you were younger, you might have been able to jump up and start your day right away. But in your later years, your body no longer reacts as quickly or as flexibly as it used to. Shifting suddenly from a lying to a standing position can trigger a condition known as orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure caused by a rapid change in posture. This doesn't just cause dizziness, it significantly increases the risk of falls, the leading cause of hip fractures, hospitalizations, and even death among older adults. Understanding the root cause of this phenomenon is the first step to managing it. When you sleep, your body stays in a horizontal position for several hours. Blood circulates more slowly, and blood pressure is maintained through the stability of that posture. But when you rise too quickly, your body needs time to adjust blood flow and pressure to match the new upright position. For older adults, whose nervous and cardiovascular systems have naturally declined with age, this adjustment isn't fast enough. That's why you may feel lightheaded, off balance, or even faint in the first few seconds, and just one fall in the bedroom, a place you assume is the safest, can leave you hospitalized for weeks. This is not uncommon. Studies in the US show that up to 30% of people over 70 experience dizziness or lightheadedness when getting up in the morning, and a large portion of those cases are directly linked to the habit of rising too quickly. The danger is even greater for those taking blood pressure medications, diuretics, or vasodilators, which directly affect blood pressure regulation upon waking. The solution is simple and can be applied as soon as tomorrow morning. Instead of jumping out of bed when the alarm goes off, spend 1 to 2 minutes lying still, taking deep breaths and allowing your body to gradually adjust to being awake. Then gently move your hands and feet. Rotate your wrists and ankles to stimulate circulation. Slowly sit up and hold that position for about 30 seconds to check how your body feels. If you don't feel dizzy or off balance, then calmly stand up, using the edge or headboard of the bed for support if needed. By making this small change, you're not only reducing your fall risk significantly, but also starting your day in a more alert and safe state. This isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom and respect for your own body. At this age, speed is no longer the priority. Stability, mindfulness, and intentionality are. Let every morning be a greeting to your health, not a warning from the floor you might fall onto. 2. Not drinking water. In the morning, after a long sleep lasting 6 to 8 hours, your body doesn't just rest, it also quietly becomes dehydrated. Every breath you exhale during the night, every bit of perspiration on your skin, and the continuous blood filtration by your kidneys all contribute to a loss of fluids. Unfortunately, many people over the age of 70 tend to skip a simple yet extremely important habit: drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning. This may seem minor, but it affects an entire complex biological system inside you. Even mild dehydration, as little as 1 to 2% of your body weight, can impact blood circulation, blood pressure, kidney function, and overall energy levels. In younger people, the body can compensate more easily, but for older adults, declining kidney function and a diminished sense of thirst make timely hydration more critical than ever. Imagine your body as a car that has seen many years of use. Before you start it up and hit the road each day, you check the oil and coolant. And for the body, water is the very first fuel that needs replenishing. If you don't drink water upon waking, your blood becomes thicker, forcing your heart to work harder to pump it throughout the body. This increases strain on your cardiovascular system, reduces brain performance, and leaves you feeling tired and mentally foggy. Not an ideal way to start the day, especially after 70. Statistics show that nearly 40% of older adults suffer from mild chronic dehydration, mostly because they don't drink enough water, and morning is the most commonly neglected time. Additionally, some people drink coffee immediately after waking without having water first, worsening dehydration, since coffee has mild diuretic properties. So, what's the solution? Place a glass of water by your bedside or in the kitchen. Somewhere you'll see it first thing in the morning. It doesn't need to be much. Just a cup of around 200 to 300 milliliters of warm or room temperature water is enough to kickstart your circulation, thin the blood, improve flow, support kidney function, and soothe the stomach. If you have digestive issues, you can add a few drops of lemon or a thin slice of cucumber to boost gentle detox effects. More importantly, drinking water in the morning is not just a health practice. It's a habit that shows mindfulness and self-love. When you choose to start your day with a glass of water, you are sending a message. I honor this body. I choose to live clearly, consciously, and healthily. And for older adults, every such choice is one more step toward an independent, sharp, and energetic old age. 3. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach. Coffee has long been an essential part of the morning routine for millions of people. Its rich aroma, the sense of alertness, and the burst of energy with every sip make many, especially older adults, start their day with a first cup of coffee. But there's something not everyone knows. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can be one of the most silent yet dangerous health mistakes after age 70. When you drink coffee while your stomach is still empty, your body responds by increasing the production of cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol not only affects mood and sleep, but also stimulates the stomach to produce more acid. This is especially risky for older adults, whose stomach lining is thinner and more sensitive to irritation and damage. As a result, you might experience symptoms like acid reflux, indigestion, nausea, or mild stomach pain after your morning coffee, and not even realize that the cause is this seemingly harmless habit. What's more concerning is that most older adults don't recognize the link between coffee and digestive discomfort because the symptoms develop gradually and subtly. In fact, up to 1/3 of people aged 65 and older suffer from acid-related issues or reflux, and part of the cause is improper coffee consumption. Coffee can also slightly increase blood pressure and heart rate, not ideal for those on heart medication or with a history of hypertension. The solution, however, is very simple. Don't let coffee be the first thing to touch your stomach in the morning. Before enjoying your regular cup, eat something light. A ripe banana, a slice of toast, a few low-sugar crackers, or a small cup of yogurt. These foods help form a protective lining for the stomach, slow down caffeine absorption, and make you feel more comfortable. If you're on a specific diet, choose something that suits your needs, but still ensures you're not drinking on an empty stomach. Also, pay attention to the timing and how you drink your coffee. Avoid drinking it immediately after waking up, as cortisol levels are already naturally high at that time. The ideal window is 30 to 60 minutes after breakfast. Also, steer clear of adding too much sugar, cream, or syrup. These can cause blood sugar spikes and disturb insulin balance, especially in older adults. Remember, coffee is not the enemy. It simply needs to be used correctly. A well-timed, properly prepared cup of coffee can boost your energy, calm your mind, and spark inspiration for the day ahead. But if you start your morning with haste and an empty stomach, you not only harm your digestive system, but also lose the chance to enjoy a gentler, healthier start to your day. 4. Ignoring morning joint stiffness. There's a common phenomenon that most people over 70 have experienced, yet few pay proper attention to: morning joint stiffness. After a long night of sleep, when the body remains motionless for hours, the knees, wrists, hips, and spine often become stiff and less flexible than during the day. What's concerning is that many people ignore this sign, or worse, try to move quickly without giving their body time to wake up. And that becomes a hidden risk for pain, falls, or musculoskeletal injuries. Understanding why joints become stiff in the morning is crucial to ensure you don't dismiss it. During sleep, blood flow to the limbs and joints naturally decreases, and synovial fluid, the lubricating fluid that helps joints move smoothly, becomes more stagnant. Additionally, in older adults, natural aging leads to cartilage degeneration, reduced collagen, and limited nighttime movement, all of which leave the joints in a kind of hibernation. If you try to stand or walk right after waking, the body isn't ready, making it easier to strain ligaments, twist joints, or fall due to imbalance. In fact, nearly 1 million falls each year occur among people aged 65 and older right inside their homes, especially in the morning, when the body is still sluggish and not fully mobile. This risk becomes even more serious for those with arthritis, osteoporosis, or spinal conditions. The solution is not complicated. It's surprisingly simple and effective. Spend a few minutes doing light movements right in bed before standing up. You can start by rotating your wrists and ankles, stretching and flexing your fingers and toes, bending your knees, and gently rolling your hips. Once you're sitting up, continue with neck tilts, shoulder rolls, and a few deep breaths to awaken the entire musculoskeletal system. These small movements help stimulate circulation, warm up the joints, and allow synovial fluid to distribute evenly, bringing a feeling of flexibility and readiness for the day ahead. In addition to morning movement, keeping your body warm while sleeping is also important, especially your feet and lower back. A good supportive mattress and properly placed pillows can also help reduce morning stiffness. And if the stiffness lasts for more than 30 minutes each morning, consult your doctor to check for signs of arthritis or related conditions. Don't underestimate a few minutes of morning stretching. They could be the difference between a gentle start and a day that begins with pain or a fall. At this age, a slow but steady start is the foundation for a healthy, independent life. You deserve a morning free from pain, and that begins with your own proactive care for your body. Morning is not just the start of a new day. It's the moment when the body is at its most vulnerable after a long night of rest. After the age of 70, every small action, how you get out of bed, what you drink first, how you take your first steps, can have an impact on your overall health. Understanding this is the key to living more proactively and safely each day. The changes you need to make are neither grand nor expensive. Simply sitting up slowly instead of jolting awake, drinking a glass of warm water instead of skipping it, eating something light before your coffee, or rotating your joints before standing. These are small acts that become a shield against falls, imbalance, stomach discomfort, and morning stiffness. When you act in time, you're not just preventing illness, you're paving the way for a more independent life. At this stage of life, nothing is more valuable than your ability to pause, listen, and adjust. Don't blame your body for slowing down. Thank it for still carrying you through each day. And by understanding and caring for it, you are giving yourself a profound gift, lasting health and dignity in every living moment. Each morning you live wisely not only strengthens your own body, but also becomes a living example to your children, your neighbors, and your senior community. A person who knows how to start the day smartly is someone who inspires deeply, simply through their calm and steady choices. Aging well doesn't have to begin with medication. It can begin with a glass of water, a deep breath, or a gentle stretch of the arms. Let your tomorrow morning no longer be rushed, but become a gentle ritual where every small action whispers, "I am still here, awake, aware, and cherishing every second."